There it is. Okay, people can see us, they can hear us, they can smell us, they can taste us, they can Western us, they can FedEx us, they can start fires with us. Yeah, I don't know what that means, but they can Western us because we're playing a Western.
Yeah.
They can giddy on, little doggies.
Those are things you could say.
No, actually, don't get on a little dog. They're probably not able to sustain your weight.
Yeah, they don't have
a bad idea.
Yeah.
Itty bitty person also.
Stream is video delayed from the speech. Is anybody else experiencing that? Or is it just Bert because he's streaming from his favorite website?
I don't know.
Looks okay for me. It looks okay for me when I was just listening.
Okay, because I can't listen to it because then it'll go into feedback.
I can unmute, I guess.
No, I'm seeing a delay. I'm getting a delay.
How much
Yeah,
of
it's starting
delay?
to sluggish for me.
Oh wait, no, I'm not. Weird.
It's coming and going for me.
What?
It's gremlins.
It's my computer. It's just like, hey, you feed up. I don't know. I don't think there's anything I can do for it right now.
It'll catch up to us at some point.
Yeah.
Gremlin, little problem.
You're so tired.
Yeah, my puns lack oomph. They lack their normal.
Tired.
Okay, so
You got it.
we're here to play some Dark Trails. Specifically, we're playing the new 5th ed D&D adventure, Rime of the Frostmaiden. And yeah, we're gonna just totally bastardize it and ruin it and make everyone hate us for it. It's gonna be a lot of fun. And I hope you all enjoy it.
More like wizards of the coasting on past success.
Yeah, that's it.
So you've turned into a burn factory now. You're not a fun factory anymore.
Because I'm sleepy and crotchety. I'm just gonna drop sick plates of burns on people.
You're crispy right now, and that's what's going to come off you is burn.
Wow. I don't know if it's just Zoom's chugging or my computer's chugging.
Taking the crispin gloves off.
So much. Hey, Jake.
All right. Yeah, of course. Why? The greatest dance scene in the history of cinema.
Dance scene ever.
There you go.
Won't you be my Glover?
Oh my gosh. That's how fires are started. All right, so
Flames of passion.
let's go through and do a little introduction about who we are. And hey, Bert, thanks for the sub.
I even got an emote.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
We'll do a little who we are, plug your pluggables, and tell us your character. I'm Chuck with Defenders of Kobold. You're on my stream, so I don't have to fucking plug a goddamn thing. And for the rest of it, we'll go in the order of the template. So, Dan, you're up first.
I'm with the Defenders, so I'm kind of in the same place. We got a cool zine. We do lots of streams, and you can find me here most often.
Okay.
Oh, before I forget, I'm playing Glint, the gunslinger, and I fear the day that I have to shoot someone, because I'm sure it will go horrible.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. Next up is Friended.
Is it me, Chuck? Am I who's next? I think you're right, which means I better start talking about something relevant, like the fact that I'm Friended, a Defender of Kobold, and you can catch me streaming for 9.5 hours like a fucking idiot, drawing things, mostly for tabletop RPGs, just like today. And after this stream, I'll be doing the same, drawing more, because 9.5 hours of art plus this stream plus more art is just how I live my life. I'll be playing Kaijul, who is a kobold monk with an enlarged spell, and that's why his name is a pun on kaiju, because all I want to do is make that little lizard wizard giant and punch people with him. So thanks for showing up.
Yeah. And Jake.
I am Jake.
Okay,
I will
cool.
be playing an ancient Greek sin eater called Theodentian.
Okay. Down to the bottom row, Jeff.
Hey, I'm Jeff. I run a little group called Adventures in Lollygagging. We play tabletop games on the internet, twitch.tv/lollygaggers. Fridays, Saturdays, Mondays are kind of when we're trying to continually stream. Probably not be very good at that. I am playing a dwarven hillbilly by the name of Mama Purdy, and she's a very purdy lady and very well mannered. And yeah, she drinks from a never-ending jug of hooch. It's pretty great.
There we go. Jen.
Hi, my name is Jen. I'm a defender of Kobold. I stream with all the fine fellas in this stream, and sometimes you'll catch me tomorrow, unless Brendan is dead tomorrow from his massive 14 hours of streaming today, if not more than that. Might be dead. Cool. So if we do stream tomorrow, which we hopefully will, it's a Pokemon stream. Also tomorrow I'm going to be doing a show on Goodman Games. It's going to be a pretty big dress up for an X-Crawl game. It's going to be pretty crazy dress up. It's going to be real fun. So I didn't dress up tonight, but tonight I am playing Hattie. Hattie is a bugbear Tommyknocker. So basically she's kind of a revenant. The thing I love most about Hattie is that whenever her HP is reduced to 0, she kind of just pops back up, but loses a point of stamina. And the only time she really truly dies is when her stamina hits 0, and it's permanent stamina loss. So I'm excited. She's also a hat maker, which is why her name's Hattie, because her parents aren't very creative, I guess.
Okay.
That's what I like about that family. The Hatties aren't McCoy.
Oh no. I thought that you were too tired to pun.
We could hope.
I think it probably just gets worse.
Yeah. Yeah. So what do we got next? Jeremy.
Oh no. I'm Jeremy.
Yes.
I'm the adopted bastard of the kobolds. I also do a podcast called the Plewdcast, Plewd, where nerds talk about comics. And tonight I'm going to be playing a redneck monk named I'm Cletus Calloway Redden. I'm a little bitty man with a big bad attitude and a shoulder that's got a chip on it. It's getting knocked off all the time. Well, I'll knock your face off too.
Sounds great to me. Okay, so that's us, right? Why don't we go through a quick recap? I know Jeff missed some, so let's just go through and why don't all of you give me a recap about what happened last session? Don't everyone talk at once.
We find ourselves in the frozen wastes of Alaska, where trade routes between settlements have been attacked by a serial killer. Also, fella who's been given an expedition, a tour guide, an expedition guide has gone missing along with the people he's been guiding. So that's also something we've got on the table. And the guide's son has recently been adopted by Cletus Calloway Redding.
No!
Just found it in his inventory.
Hey, just because you forged
we all
us some
love him
papers
so
don't mean I
much.
take responsibility for nothing.
And also, we may have uncovered the identity of the serial killer thanks to sending a familiar to spy on their evil merchant wagon.
I have a familiar named Paulie Samore, who's a weasel, and he's real mellow. And he just ambled on over and overheard some things thanks to my psychic link. You're right, Jake.
I just want to put out there in the universe from that. Ow, the puns.
I would say that
You're still-
Frandon tells puns in his sleep, but he hasn't slept in a day.
That's
Puns
fair.
don't sleep, so I can't sleep.
Ain't no rest for the punny.
And
All
there
right.
it goes. The tendrils are reaching out, infecting all of us.
Going south hard
I'm
and
an
fast.
occultist, so maybe there's no rest for the Wiccan.
Okay, that's one. That's one. Yes.
Oh, I'm so proud of you for being able to pun after so little like rest today. I'm so proud of you.
I'm just on autopilot. It's just puns. It's puns and lizard cortex. There's nothing else left.
That's
fantastic.
it. All right. So, you got hired to track down a serial killer. You were given a list of the victims. You kind of marked down where the victims were at on your map, kind of did a little bit of research here and there. I believe it was Cletus who decided to
Adopt the child, yes.
draw lines between all of the locations on the map. Oh, it
That
was
was
Jen.
me.
It was you. It was Hattie. And Hattie realized that between all of those locations is a little, outcropping of hills out in the middle of nowhere. And so they said, hey, maybe we should go investigate that. And we find that I'm making a few adjustments to the stream on the fly, see if it behaves a little better. So that's on your list of things. You also, like Jake mentioned, you have that job heading up the mountain. Kelvin's
The mountain with a
cairn.
mine full of
Dwarves.
angry dwarves.
Yep,
Well, I don't think they're angry yet.
maybe.
I never known Dorf wasn't angry.
I mean, I'm considering angry on like a level of, like what's normal for them.
The important thing is we're going to save that boy's daddy, reunite him with his family, all nice and peaceful like.
Yeah, but
Unless,
what if he
you know.
attaches to you, Cletus? He's taking a real shine into his new paw.
Well, I'll have to beat some sense into him then.
Gonna Stockholm syndrome him instead, and he's just gonna be extra attached.
Watching Jeremy try to compose himself before he says something is perfect.
Now, I'm
just
not
gonna
saying
hit-
I can dodge bullets, but I will have to slap you in the face.
He's gonna hit the child so much he'll learn kung fu.
No!
He's a harsh teacher.
This is like one of them real weird Karate Kid moments, isn't it?
It's just like dodgeball.
Yeah.
What if he
Cletus's
was
fist.
one of us?
If you can dodge a tornado kick, you can dodge a ball.
Yes, you can.
So, in the recap, I remember the familiar overhearing some things, but how concrete was that information?
So the information that the familiar heard was they talked about ripping off or stealing from another caravan or something like that.
Okay.
They didn't specifically allude to any kind of, murderous activity.
Okay.
It was mainly tied to,
They're selling stuff that wasn't originally theirs.
yeah, that's
It's underhanded.
very
No matter
underhanded. Yeah.
Okay. That's
To
what I
what
was
degree,
wondering.
we don't know.
Okay.
So also the caravan, it's the Torg merchant caravan, is heading to Bryn Shandir. Now you're all in Targos. Bryn Shandir, I'm sure I'm butchering how to pronounce these things. Bryn Shandir. They're going to hang out in Targos for a couple days, and then they're going to head there. And after that, they're going to take a day or so travel to head clear out to East Haven. And so they're looking at, maybe 5-6 days till they make it to East Haven.
If I recall correctly, we don't want to be in Targos or Bryn Shander on the new moon, was it?
On the new moon, yeah.
That's right, because there's human
Murder.
sacrifices in those towns.
It's Targos, East Haven, and Bryn Shadir. Yeah, those are the three. So one thing that you might be missing, Jeff, is for the past 8 or 9 months, the sun has never risen. This is set up on the northern area of Alaska. And so there is a couple, a month or two during the dead of winter where, sun just doesn't come up. They're so far north. But this year, it just never came back up. So at night, there's really heavy, the northern lights, but there's no sun. Winter isn't breaking. It's just getting colder and colder. People are kind of running out of supplies. Things are getting a little desperate. And these villages who have some really strong, you could put it like pagan kind of roots, traditions, have started kind of taking up some of the older ways to try and, appease whatever is angry and bring back the sun. A lot of the settlements, on the night of the new moon have started giving up like warmth. They'll put out all their fires and everything, and they'll make it through the night in the cold. Some of them have given up food. But the three mentioned, Targos, Bryn Shander, and East Haven, have taken to doing human sacrifices on those nights.
Put out a fire,
specifically human
murder a
sacrifice?
person.
Well,
Is it-
humanoid.
Or is it just like humanoid? Yeah.
Yeah, humanoid sacrifices. And looking over the job, one thing that the other players put together from that job document is all of the victims so far have been from one of those three settlements. Yeah, one from Bryn Shander, 2 from East Haven, 2 from Targos.
The suspicion, I think, was that they were people who didn't agree with the practices, so they got killed off. Just theory.
Yeah.
They might have been the sacrifices themselves.
Could have been, yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, could have been. I will say, if you do ask around about it, it's not something that any of them like to talk about.
Okay.
But they would be able to tell you the name of the sacrifices. They, cremate all of their dead. It's kind of hard to bury your dead in the frozen ground. But yeah, they can tell you the people who were the sacrifices if you were to push hard enough. So these victims would fall outside of that. And the fact that they were found out on the, the trails and roads between the towns kind of is odd as well. So you're all in Targos. You've all rested up for the night.
Yeah, we were at that inn where we met the kind of fancy dude, right?
Right,
Oh,
you're
with
in.
the cool snakes, yeah.
Yeah, he's got. He keeps flying snakes. He's actually the leader of this village. The mayor.
I forgot
yeah,
that.
and
I forgot about Fancy Man also.
what's that?
I kind of forgot about Fancy Man also. He
Yeah.
seems decent enough.
He seemed like he was somewhat amenable to the people we learned the information of, though, right? Like he was kind of like, hey, they get me good stuff, so I'm willing to look the other way, kind of.
Kinda. Yeah. I mean, he's.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's also looking out for Keegan at the same time, though. So,
Okay.
or frankly. So, a little good, a little
And that
bad.
sure is a responsible gentleman. In the event that something tragic should happen, sure would be a fine person to take responsibility.
I believe he asked you to do that.
Oh my
No,
gosh.
no. He said he would consider giving me a snake. Now, a snake is a big different thing from a child. I don't know what kind of schooling you got, but I learned
The
that
culture
children don't
here-
come from eggs.
Yeah, the culture here, they actually call children snakes until they get older.
Well, their culture's stupid.
I've seen a lot of movies that start out this way with the reluctant new parent who ends up falling in love with the child, Cletus.
Oh, it's that
I
Adam
think you-
Sandler
I'm not
movie,
a
isn't
child
it?
lover. You take that back. You take that back.
Oh man, this game.
So if I remember correctly, you all wanted to.
I think
Kinda-
we were going for the mound, weren't we?
Yeah,
eventually?
you wanted to kind of take a shortcut across the tundra
Yeah. To check out the question mark,
so
basically.
you could check out that mound where all the, the locations of the victims, where all the lines kind of intersect.
Right.
That's close to where Keegan's living daddy is.
And
Not
his,
to mention, we were suspicious about a cult, and those lines intersect.
I see what you did there. So if I'm correct, your plan of attack, were you going to travel through Bryn Shander or just head straight to the mound?
We gotta go right now. There's no time to waste. We gotta save that man right this second.
You're very concerned that kid's dad gets saved.
Of course I am. I'm a true hero.
So in pink, I outlined what I think your path of travel is going to be. Do I got confirmation? Do I need to make an adjustment?
That looks fine to me.
Okay.
That looks absolutely good.
Okay. I can certainly handle that. So, we'll say you all rested up for the night. It's the next morning. You've got some supplies. Did you all ended up buying snowshoes? Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
Yeah.
Snow
And they
outfits.
even bought a set for your character, Jeff. Mama Purdy. So we can say that Mama Purdy got delayed through the mountain pass, was supposed to meet the crew. We'll just say you meet up here in Targos to push all the pieces together. So, are you all ready to head out, or anything else you want to do in Targos?
Where was the place where they said there was somebody who could like attach the pyrite to the workers' gloves? Or that was in a different city, right?
That was that was in Bryn Shander. There's
Okay.
Black
Okay.
Iron Forge is the name of it, I believe.
Cool. Well, we ain't there, so I'm
Black
not worried
Iron
about it.
Blades. Yeah, you could go talk to Black Iron Blades. Like I said, they have a reputation of being really cheap, but their quality isn't real good.
If it's something they could do overnight, great. If it's not, I'll let it be.
I mean, you can go talk to them if you want to adjust your route and
Yeah.
travel.
Oh no, I don't want to. Like, if it makes us leave the travel route, if it in any way delays saving Keegan's father, not
Yeah.
a chance.
Okay. So yeah, we'll go ahead and with that, just head on out. All right. So you all make it. We'll say it's probably like a 3 to 4 hour trek. Now, the 10 towns, they're all relatively close. There's no location. Like maybe if you traveled from Carrot Coneg clear on the northeast over to Lonely Wood, the furthest, northwest, maybe that'd be like a full day's travel. But there's no real place that's going to be a large amount, multi-day travel unless you really get slowed down with something.
Okay.
So you spend most of the morning traveling through, well, morning is relative. It's, there is no sun, but you can get a rough
Right.
idea. Uneventful, no problems.
Do you see any other traveling merchants or anything like
You're off the main roads.
Okay.
So you definitely get the feeling you're all alone out here. Yeah. Once you like the main routes between towns are pretty well traveled, as much as they can be given the cold. But seeing as you're taking a shortcut by trying to just cut right across the tundra, you don't come across anyone. You don't see any signs of life. It's after those handful of hours you start coming across these low hills that start rising up. They're kind of rocky, and you can see the tallest of the hills is kind of crowned with trees. This small forested bit, and that looks like that's right where everything intersects. Heading up there?
I mean,
That's what
that
we
seems
came
like
here to
him
do. Let's
yeah.
check
Hell
this
yeah.
spooky
All right.
crap out.
All right. You all spend some time. I'm not going to make you roll for it. You're not under any duress. So you make the trek up these short hills to the tallest hill, which has got a forested top on it. When you're approaching the peak of it, it opens up into a clearing. And that's when things start going a little sideways for you. You come across, here in the dark on the top of this hill, a very clearly what appears to be some kind of ritual site. There's what appears to be large stones setting all around this strange stand in the center of it. It looks to be made of pine, and it looks like it's used to string people up, not hang them by any means, just, You kind of move a little bit closer. You can see the top of this hill it's ice. Like, it's thick ice, which is a little bit odd. It's not like packed snow or anything. And you can actually, as you're kind of moving through it, you can see down through it, there's layers of dried blood. Something foul has been going on here for quite a while.
We're making a blood ogre.
I would like to take the
layers.
chair. Sorry, Dan. What are you saying?
That's all right. I was just making a bad joke.
I mean, that's what I do 90% of the time. I'd like to take the chair off my back, which is my foci, sit in it, and attempt 6 sense. And now, Chuck, I'll say it's not an automatic success if it's opposed. So if the thing I'm trying to detect doesn't want to be detected, there are some rules for that.
Okay. I will need to look at those rules then.
It says here, I will paste them into the... Oh, God, no, never mind. I just scrolled way the fuck up.
Gotta love that, don't you?
Yeah. I'm pasting it into the Roll20 chat.
Sure. Okay. So, yeah, go ahead and make your test.
Okay, 1d20 plus will plus caster level. Okay. Wait, do I make my test and then we do the save, the opposed check, or do I just do this opposed check first?
Well, should an entity wish to be made, it'll make a contested roll. So go ahead and make your roll.
Okay.
Yeah.
And okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Just double checking because this is only the second time I've used it.
Okay.
Oh, the ability is automatic and requires no roll. It says
unless it's
opposed.
Unless it's opposed.
Yeah. So I'm sitting in my chair, my little lizard wizard, and I'm thinking real hard. Okay, so I gotta roll it.
And that's just my base roll. I've got some other numbers on top of that too.
That's fine. +2 is what I rolled. Nope.
So you kind of reach out into the ether, trying to detect what's going on. You start feeling a very large and intense, malevolent presence here. But then it's almost like a blinding snowstorm kind of comes through and just kind of cuts you off. You're not able to pick anything up in this manner.
I fall out of my chair and I say, "Oh, y'all, something just kicked me like Cletus's moonshine. I don't know what's here, but I think it's big and it's bad. And now, because I messed up, it knows about us."
Let's mess up the ritual site.
Hey, you frosty son bitch! Get out here and bring Keegan's daddy, or I'll kick your kneecaps out from under you.
Frosty the oh no man.
I think
Like, you should know who Keegan's daddy is.
I think I'll spend a point of personality, and I will cast Soul Sense, which will allow me to see into the near, as if it were superimposed upon the land of the living, and so that I can verbally communicate with denizens of the spirit world.
Okay.
Ooh, cool.
I'd go ahead and get my guns ready here.
I'm readying up too.
While they're doing this, is anyone wanting to go up and get closer and actually inspect the
I'll get
ritual
closer
site?
since
yeah.
since it's less dangerous if I just die. I'll go up there.
Just
So-
be ready to pew pew.
Mama Purdy, what are you going to be doing?
Mama Purdy's going too. She ain't scared nothing.
Oh,
While they're walking up, I'm gonna try to cast enlarge on myself.
Okay. Jake, do you need to roll anything for that, or does it just happen?
No, it just happens. I have to burn a point of personality, which comes back after a long rest.
And so you just kind of shift yourself closer to like the plane of, death, the afterlife, limbo, whatever the fuck.
Yeah. So
And
if there
you're
are any
able-
ghosts lingering around, I'd be able to see them.
Okay.
So, as established last game, my kobold is looking to get his horn carved into the nice big bugbear lady that he pals around with. And the mercurial magic effect on enlarge is worth me casting it on its own because it allows me to just blanket touch an item for one of my party members. It's enhance item. When I cast my spell, the next item I touch becomes infused with arcane power. A weapon gains +1 die size to damage. Armor infused gains +1 d3 to AC. So I'm gonna touch one of her. What do you carry? Two? What do you carry? Two what?
I carry 2 sledgehammers.
I'm gonna touch one of your sledgehammers as I do this. It'll be up a die size.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
And
I'm gonna
I
make
will-
my abnormal one, the one that's a D16, is now gonna be a D20
Oh
for
my
now.
God.
Okay.
That's smart.
So, Mama Purdy, and Jake, we'll get back to what Olinthian, what your character finds here in a second. Oh, you rolled real bad there, Brendan.
Yeah, what the hell?
We'll get back to your character here in just a second, Jake, because it's going to make things real fun. So, Hattie, Cletus, and Mama Purdy, you all kind of
Yeah.
head up closer, and you see this pine structure used to kind of like string people up. Think like, like the rack or something like that. And there's like crude leather straps attached to it here and there. You can see old frozen blood is all over the ground. There's all these weird little stones and rocks and everything around the base of this. And as you kind of move closer, you can see there's strange symbols carved into the wood of this rack.
So Mama Purdy has got a thing called mountain lore,
Yeah.
which means like she's been raised on listening to tales around campfires, so she's good at folklore and mythology and ways of we folk and stuff.
Yeah.
So could I do some kind of knowledge or survival type check to see if I can deduce these little symbols?
Sure. Go and give me an intelligence test.
Yeah, I was afraid you were gonna say
Yeah.
that. But it is trained, so
Okay, cool.
that's the one good thing. Rolled a 5.
Um,
Well, 20 is doing its thing.
it is.
Okay.
It begins.
So you move up. I'll go ahead and show you what the symbol looks like.
Just a big FU.
And it's just carved in there. The thing is, it's carved in and it's packed with ice. So it really kind of stands out against the wood. But yeah, you're like, it's religious of some form, but you're not real sure on it. Now, as Mama Purdy's getting up real close and checking out these symbols, and they're all over the pine structure here. Cletus and Hattie, you see these strange rocks you're stepping over are actually body parts.
Oh no.
You see, like a part of a face, and it's all like just entombed in ice, like inches of ice over, like something froze people solid and just broke them to bits.
That one your dad, Keegan? Is that one your dad, Keegan?
Did you bring
Is that
Keegan
what
with
you
you, or
had?
is he still at the place?
I
Is
thought
that when you did?
I thought we were gonna
left
bring
him
him.
with the snake handler.
Oh, is that what we
we'll
did?
bring your child here?
So,
I mean, he could be good eating.
oh my
Cletus, I know you love that boy like your son, but maybe we should have brought him here so he can point out his daddy.
And when we find the monster that's here, I'm gonna push you in front of it. I'm gonna I'm gonna hold you still and let it get a good chomp on you. Damn it. You knock that off.
Get a
The
good
best part's
chomp
going
on
to be
you.
when you point at them all, Keegan's be like, no, you're my pa, Cletus.
Yeah.
Aw.
I hate you all so much.
So
If I
anyway,
didn't earn so much money in your company, I'd quit you.
That's
Cletus,
great.
my paw.
so
I mean,
yeah,
when a bugbear says you're my paw, then that's pretty.
that's great.
Paw.
So yeah, there's bits of body encased in ice all over this thing, all around this. You see these strange symbols on it. Now, Olinthian, you shift your vision into the near, and you see that you are surrounded by dozens in dozens of dead ghosts, essentially. They're all look frozen, frost covered. There's cracks in their skin from where it's so cold. And they're all kind of standing outside of the larger rock circle around this place, all kind of watching you all inside. So Jake, what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna reach into my pack of stuff and pull out an ancient tome that contains every burial rite known to man. And I will make a calming, beckoning gesture to all the spirits present.
Yeah.
And I'll say to them in a language that transcends all languages,
Get on
please
out of
arrange yourselves in single file.
So they can speak with you, you can speak with them. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. Now, these people are all kind of dressed up in the garb that you would expect from Tin Towners. They try to, a few of them try to. They're not able to walk inside the circle. But a couple of them, maybe the braver ones, will start calling out to you. It knows you're here. You should run now.
I'll call out to the others. I have duties to perform here, but you may want to run. And then I'll begin approaching the spirits in the circle so that I can ferry them on their way to the afterlife.
Okay. How do the rest of you handle this information?
Hey! Come on now, get out here!
Let's fight it.
I'm gonna spell burn to get my spell back and try casting enlarge again, and I'm gonna touch her other weapon.
Okay. Go ahead.
All right, so spell burn. Let me double check. I'm gonna spell burn stamina, I guess, because you only have to spell burn one to get a spell back,
Yep,
right? This
you
is the
only have
first time
to-
I'm playing a caster in DCC. Okay, thank
Just
you.
burn 1 point. You can try and cast that spell again.
Okay, thanks. All right.
So, Olinthian, as soon as you start performing the rites on the first one, oh wow, that's a good roll.
What did it roll as?
The rest of you notice that the temperature starts dropping hard and fast. Olinthian, you finish the rites on the first person. They kind of drift off into the afterlife like snow being blown in the wind. Wind starts picking up. Snow starts to fall heavy and thick. And it's all towards kind of like the edge of your vision. Now, Linthian, you probably wouldn't be able to see this, seeing as you've got a lot more in your range of vision than what the rest of the party does. You see the snow kind of towards the southern area, kind of where you all came up this large hill, start to kind of swirl together, coalesce, and take the form of a very large humanoid figure that's walking towards all of you.
Is that Santa Claus?
It's the Krampus.
As you see this
Get him.
giant 12-foot creature with dark, pale, bluish-white skin, huge tufts of hair, giant tusks, giant claws, steely, piercing blue eyes that almost kind of light up, just kind of walks out of the snow, growling menacingly, moving towards all of you.
All right. As that happens, the 4-foot tall kobold becomes an 8-foot tall kobold.
Okay.
Wonderful. Man, I'm back to being the tiniest again.
I
Damn.
pat you on the head. It's okay. Your son's still smaller.
Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna punch you in the taint.
You can try. It's probably above your head now.
I'll do quivering blow on top of it.
I like all the threats of PvP.
It's quite fantastic.
I'm an angry little man.
It's so good.
All right, so real quick, I do want to ask how everyone's reacting to this.
I'm a fight.
I'm puffing up. I'm so excited to be 8 foot tall.
Hattie's got like her double sledgehammers and like throws them down at her side and is like, yes.
And both of them are glowing with enhancement now.
Sweet.
Time to shoot.
Like a rave. Someone be like with sledgehammer.
It's
That
absolutely
Crispin Glover,
fantastic.
Jake, hit it.
Oh yes.
Let's see, I wanna
That's
get-
me. That's me with my sledgehammers. Just put sledgehammers in his hands and you got me.
Absolutely decimating them.
Wonderful.
That's when suddenly a cave full of Gary Buseys emerged.
All the Gary Buseys.
Oh no.
Those
Oh,
were
gosh.
ghosts that we were surrounded by. They were beauties.
Teeth
Oh my
clattering in the
God.
cold.
Oh my god. Huh?
Gary Boo.
You're coming with an army of hobbits. Run for it.
And inner tubes. All right, I'm just getting some initiative stuff set up. Give me just a second. All right. Oh. So just for a second, I'm going to move you all over here so we can just track initiative. So why don't everyone roll your initiative and get it plugged in? Your tokens are give or take on the table there.
There we go. All right.
There it is.
Nice. You just had to go faster, didn't you? Had to be taller, had to be faster.
Well, I've learned in large. Don't be so
right.
sizist. I'm small most of the time.
So I do, I'm trying to run this more like a, traditional older style adventure. So I do want to remind everyone that running is always an option.
Mhm.
All right. The creature gets to go first.
Dang, even though we tied, that son of a bitch.
What's your reflex save?
Let me see. 4?
It gets to go first.
Oh no. That's with an 18 agility.
Yep.
That's as high as it goes.
No.
All right. So, Jake, Olympian, you're kind of closer to the edge of the stones here. And you're also the one doing the magical kind of thing that's causing a little bit of trouble with whatever foul stuff is happening here.
Yes,
So this
one by one, I'm having the spirits lay down and slipping a coin in their mouths.
totally not a sex thing either. It's real weird.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Olympian, this thing is going to walk up to you. I really, really want to remind everyone that running is always an option. And it is
Like
going
we're
to
being
attack you.
strongly encouraged.
Jake, what's your AC?
Low.
Yep, that's
11.
fine. Its first swipe does 7 damage to you.
Oh dear.
Its second swipe
No.
does another 7 damage to you.
No.
And I'm down.
No.
It is
Go
going,
Olympian.
and I really want to apologize for this, Jake. It
Oh my God, it's
kneels
gonna eat
down
him.
No Linthian anymore.
It's gonna eat him.
Oh.
and it bites out Olympian's throat with its third attack.
Oh dear.
That's going to hit. And then this attack is going to do 18 more points of damage.
Ooh-wee.
So, Jake, does Olympian have anything where they can come back from this?
Let me check those spells because I'm pretty sure the answer to that is no.
Okay.
Yeah, it's no.
Okay. So, second session in, we have our first player death.
Even if I could block any one of those hits, the other two would do it.
So if he takes like such a big amount of damage, does he automatically die, or does he get like a chance to be?
Yeah,
I think there is
over.
something like that.
Well, in regular
No.
DCC, there is flipping the body, but let me go ahead and take a look.
It's like if there's a chance to put some healing on him.
What I'll do is, sorry, never mind. We can't plan.
Yeah.
So, let's see. If a defender is wounded, yep. Inflicts, yep. Character or monster dies when it reaches 0. My Chromebook's being dumb. Bleeding out. There's a chance of saving a dead character by healing them very quickly, such as with a cleric ability. It doesn't apply to a level 1 or a level 0 character. So then from there on, it's your character level. That's how many rounds you have to be healed to prevent your death. For each level pass, that's fine.
So we've got like 1 round to put some magical healing on him.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. You've got 1 round to put some magical healing on them.
Okay.
Or you can recover the body.
Okay.
All right. But you can only recover the body in a safe place.
Which this is not.
Yeah. I thought there was a thing where if you drop a certain amount below, you just go.
I thought there was too.
But I'm not looking it up right now, so that's the rules we're going to play with. You got 1 round,
Maybe it's
Jake.
different in DCC. That's definitely a D&D rule, but I guess I don't know it for DCC. But
Yeah. All right, so Dan, you're up now.
Boy, I was looking to see if there's anything neat that I can do that might slow him down, and I don't think I do. Free bleeder. I'm looking to see what this is. It might be worth trying just to see if I can get this off. It's a Deadeye attack, so I assume it's just like a regular attack roll and consumes my action here.
Sure.
But it's gotta see if my deed die goes off or not to see if I can do it. And then I'm gonna run. So we'll do. Oh no, it doesn't go off.
Okay, so you're taking a shot. That's a 10 to hit, and that is a miss. Your bullet hits this thing, but glances off its thick, leathery hide. Okay. The gunslinger starts running. Kaijul, what is our giant kobold friend going to do?
Gonna try one thing real quick before running, and that's he's gonna cast Lasso, and he's gonna spell burn another point of stamina just in case. Because man, actually he's gonna spell burn 2.
Yeah.
I forgot to flip a card.
Oh, well, remember that next time.
Yeah. All right. So again, first time playing a caster in
Yep.
DCC and Roll20. Is it the single die spell check button I press? Or...
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Mount spell burn is 2. 19. I'm gonna burn all 3 of my fleeting luck. Or actually, it'll only give me 1 more. I'll burn 1 fleeting luck to get it to 20.
Okay.
And
So you're doing rope trick?
Yeah. Magic lasso.
Oh, okay.
It's a glowing 150-foot lasso appears coiled in caster's hand. It's my signature weapon now. Up to 1d6 targets may be struck as the lasso falls wide before cinching tight. Any struck targets are considered grappled until a DC 16 strength check, basically.
Okay. So you get to automatically grapple them. And there's
Yeah.
nothing they can do about it until their turn.
Yeah, and I add a D3 rope die to those rolls in addition to my cast or D4 rope die to my D20 rolls to try to do it, basically.
So yeah, this giant golden lasso just sprouts out of the air above Kaijul and wraps around this creature and cinches tight around it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Cletus.
Oh man, I'm not very smart. So I can assume we've been working together for a while. Is there anybody else in the party that has the capability of doing healing?
I do for every soul I lay to rest.
Oh no. Okay.
Mama Purdy can a little bit.
Okay. So it's not the smart thing to do, but it's what I'm gonna do. I'll trust that Mama Purdy might save the Olympian.
Oh, you don't want to trust Mama Purdy. But that's all right, I will.
Yeah. Cletus is not a smart man. So he will use one of his chi disciplines. I can enact one per round as a free thing. It's going to cost me 3 points of temporary personality. But Cletus, with all this talk of like adoption and all this other nonsense, he literally gets so fucking angry that he catches on fire. It's supposed to be like a dragon mystical effect, but Cletus just, honest to God, gets so angry that his entire form gets covered in fire.
Just bursts into flames.
Just bursts into flame. I fucking hate it. God damn it. I will kick your kneecaps out. I will stab you. I will find that boy's daddy. You son of a bitch.
All right, you gonna run up on it and do some
Got
fighting?
super shit kicker level 2.
Yep. So this is dumb. But he's bound, and I'm going to do my best to give Mama Purdy a chance to do her thing. So he'll move up. He'll pull out his paired swords. They're kind of like those butterfly or Dao swords. And yeah. So basically, whenever I enact that, I do an extra D6 fire damage if I hit. And then if I do hit, there's also a chance of catching them on fire with each hit.
Cool.
Seems like an appropriate thing to do. All right, so Dao sword with D die or Chi die. Huh? Oh, and then I didn't call my deed, but it was a 2 anyway, so it didn't go off.
Okay.
But still, maybe a 21 will hit.
21 does hit.
Okay, I'll roll my extra D6. And then, so 1 point of fire damage, but there's a 30% chance he catches on fire.
Okay, so you do 5 regular damage, 1 fire damage, and then 30% chance. So I'm going to roll.
Oh, sorry, I shouldn't have rolled. That's my bad.
Oh, no, that's fine. That's what I was going to do. I was going to say if it's under 30, it succeeds. So this thing goes up in flames.
All right. And then the nice thing about when a monk chooses proficiency in the paired swords, it doesn't really have any other fancy effects other than I can make an extra attack with it.
Ooh, wow.
So I'm going to make another flaming sword strike.
This thing's been lassoed and gassoed.
Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And then I'll do another D6 fire damage.
Wow.
And then it gets even better because the monk is a living weapon, and much like a dwarf, they get a bonus attack. So I get to make a bonus unarmed attack at a lower dice type. That's... Cletus isn't smart, but he does what he does well. Yeah, but I go to kick him, and my short stubby legs just can't quite reach.
That's fine. Yeah. Okay.
Kobold laughs.
You did a lot of really good work there. Mama Purdy, what do you got going?
Come get some.
All right, so Mama Purdy has got like hanging around her neck, like on some kind of chain. She's got like a big old washboard.
Mm-hmm.
And so she's gonna kind of undo the furs a bit, and she's just gonna go shake it, 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 shake it. And so basically, I'm singing a soul soothing, just shaking my washboard. It's my musical instrument.
That's
You know, when I
Oh.
shake my washboard, I get banned from being around schools.
Shake it. And so basically each ally receives a number of hit points of healing equal to the result of the ballad die that I got to roll. But it would only affect, I think, Olympian in this case, because the rest of you are doing stuff.
Right.
And I can only use it once per set of wounds, and so like I won't be able to do this again for you. So like this is the only heal I would be able to get off on you for this, if that makes sense. So you get 1 HP.
Hey.
One
That's
is better than none.
There you go. And that's there you go. You're welcome.
The shakety shaky does it again.
that's
I love
fantastic.
this instrument. And I mean, since I started off the combat casting, I'm gonna stay in the back. So I'm gonna
Okay.
move a little further back then, since I'm not gonna frontline this time.
So, Linthian, you have been given magical healing. Let me actually look at the rules for that real quick. Because I think with it, you're no longer dying, but I don't think you get to pop back up. But let me make sure.
It was oh so magical.
It was very magical.
I'll never be the same, says the giant kobold.
As you're standing there looking at like the pearly gates, you just hear shaky to shaky to shaky to shaky behind you.
Oh yeah, you've got 1 HP, so yeah, you're lying on there in front of a giant creature that's on fire. It's got a lasso around it. What are you
How
gonna
could
do,
things be
Olympian?
I'm alive to have a turn.
Yes.
That's good.
Oh, I'm alive is what Olympian says.
Yeah.
It's a free
Wait a
action.
second. Oh gosh. Oh goodness golly.
Ooh,
Gee
baby, a
willikers.
triple.
Yeah. Casting time 1 round. Oh boy. Oof. This is not good. I think I will cast. I will burn 2 points of personality and cast Corvus Corax.
Oh.
Bring that down. And then roll. That would be under my spell book. Lost failure.
He had some fleeting luck you might be able to put towards that to get it out of
Yeah.
there.
Oof. Yeah, let me see here. Core stats. Fleeting luck 3 would bring it up to 11. And
That's-
I will spend 1 of my own natural luck.
Get
bring
that to a
up
12.
Yeah, get that up to a 12.
Okay.
And now a small flock of Stygian ravens pour forth from my mouth to protect me. I will gain a temporary +3 AC bonus, which drops by 1 each round the flock takes damage from successful attacks.
Okay.
Got it.
Do you stand up?
Yes.
Okay. You're up. You cast. I'll probably say you probably take a few steps back, or you stand in his face.
If I can, in fact, take a few steps back, I will.
I'll let you take a few steps back.
I will take a few steps back.
Okay. Next up is Hattie.
And it will
Okay.
last for roll 1d5 +1. It will last for 2 rounds.
Okay.
So Hattie's seeing what's going on. She's in for this.
Yeah.
The lasso is happening. Is the lasso like something applied to him, or do I get a bonus from it or anything? No.
The creature is grappled by this.
Okay. Which
I don't
just
remember if
means
DCC has
everything's-
grappled rules that affect the creature or not. I'm not sure.
So let's see. Yeah, that's the rules.
It might.
Pinned target can't move or take any significant action. Melee attacks against the grappled creature are treated similar to firing a missile into melee. Oh, we don't have to worry about that. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, just the creature can't take any action, so
Okay.
you can just make your attack like normal.
All right. So Hattie sort of like had her like her sledgehammers at her side, but now she's like dragging them up with her, and she's going to attempt with her D die to hobble one of its knees. She's
Sure
going to
thing.
take the sledgehammer to its knee.
Sure thing.
So first attack. Let's see. We got my D die is 0. What does
That's
it have
impossible. It can't be a 0. Something's wrong.
Roll
Hooray.
a d3. Just roll a d3.
to be?
Yeah.
Okay. Rolling a D3. Oh my god. Is it roll? Yeah, 1D3.
Okay.
D die.
A 1. So I'm going to-
As a D0. Like looking
Okay,
at,
I'll-
at the formula. Yeah.
I'll fix it. I'm gonna burn 2 of my fleeting luck to make that a 3.
Okay.
Mhm.
Now, I will tell you, even with that becoming a 3, your 2-hit AC is going to be a 14. That's not going to
okay,
hit.
Okay.
So if
Okay,
you want to save that luck,
You
I'll
could
save
spend
that
one
luck.
more luck, couldn't you?
that's still not going to hit.
3. Oh, okay.
So let me. Where? Where is my? I'm sorry. Where is my? Where's my D die? Where's that input?
Let me see.
If you go to class, there's usually a D die under
Got it.
warrior.
Found it. I think it's a D3. I'm not 100% certain.
Should be. At first
is.
level, it's usually D3.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I figure. Okay, cool. So, all right. So, I'm going to take my second attack, with my sledgehammer, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to try and
Okay.
hobble its leg
All right, go
do it
ahead.
again. So.
Oh, that does hit.
Hey!
You
we go.
crash into this thing's knee. Its knee buckles and it drops to the ground. It drops to a knee, I'll say. So it's going to be at a, not full on prone, but you drop it to its knees at least. Putting 10 points of damage on it. This thing's in kind of rough shape.
Yay!
Okay.
That's my turn.
Nice.
It is now the creature's turn. So, Friendon, when you cast that rope, what did you roll? Because it's going to make that strength check now to see if it can break out.
I think it's a DC 16 according to the roll that I made.
Okay.
I think it says in the spell it's a DC 16.
Okay, so I'm going to roll a d20. And that is, with its bonus, I do hit 16.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh no.
Yes.
He's a strong lad.
It breaks free, but that eats up one of its 3 action dice for the turn.
oh boy.
So 2 people are up in its face right now.
I just hurt its knee real bad. I mean, Cletus lit it on fire, but
Yep. Now it
And
is...
it is going to have to get up, is it not?
It's just going to attack from its lowered position.
it's like eye
Which-
level with me.
I am going to represent that by moving it down a die size. But Cletus, it's real mad at you.
That's fair. I deserve that.
It lunges forward and tries to take a bite out of you. It hits.
Yeah, it does.
And that is going to be 11 points of damage.
Okay.
Seeing as you don't drop it, then lashes out at you with the hand.
Please miss. Please.
This,
It can.
what do you
May not
mean?
be able to.
He rolls super low. I think he will like 1, 2, 3, something like that.
Well, his claw attack doesn't do quite as well as his bite attack. Does a 12 hit?
It doesn't. It misses.
Okay.
Oh, thank God.
So it is broken out of the lasso. It has taken a piece of hide off of Cletus. It is on its knee because its other knee is broken. But it still can swipe. Still can bite. Glint,
Does it
it's
take
your
any
turn.
fire damage for being on fire?
Oh, it's still on fire. My goodness. Does it say how much damage your fire does to it?
It doesn't. It just says they have a 30% chance to catch on fire. Let me double check. Sorry,
Yeah,
I
I'm
haven't
just going
used
to
that
go
one
ahead and
before.
apply 1 point of fire damage to it. I rolled a d6. If you can find something contrary, we'll go with that. But to keep things going for now, I'm going to do that. Glint, you're up.
You know, I still think I'm making the right decision to run away.
Okay.
That's
You're still
But
running?
I'll try and shoot. I'm gonna shoot it again.
Okay. So you ran away. You turn around. You take a shot.
My deed die goes off, so
Okay.
as long as I hit him, then we might be okay.
A 22 does hit.
Okie dokie. So it'll do 13 damage, and I'm doing the lame duck trick shot. Bullet grazes the kneecap of the target. Target must immediately pass a fortitude save with a DC that matches the final attack score. Failure results in loss of movement for 1 round, so has to do a 22 fortitude save.
It fails.
Okay.
So Hattie took out one knee, and Glint shot the other knee out from the back. So this thing is now lying prone on the ground, bleeding out, on fire. Kaijul, what do you got?
Nigel is gonna run up. Well, I mean, not run. I guess I'm going up there and I'm going to attempt 2 weapon attacks
Sure.
with my tomahawks. So that is because of my +4 with my spell. I'll just move it up to the appropriate die. First attack. Or actually, you know what? Sorry, I shouldn't do that. Hang on. First time using this spell power. This makes more sense. Attack.
So Jeremy, that's what I applied. So
4. 17 for 5.
17 is a miss.
Ooh.
If you want to luck that up, you need to put 2 points of luck on it.
I'm gonna spend 2 points of fleeting luck
Okay.
for 5 damage. And the second attack is a +4. 15.
You need 4 on that. I will tell you, with that first attack, it looks like you've done the job.
So what you see is a big kobold who used to have a chair on its back that was like the size of a backpack that now sits on his head like a crown. And he's like, "Yeah." And then he shrinks back down and the chair falls on him and he's trapped by it.
It's fantastic. Okay,
Snowzilla versus King Kaijul.
that's it. So you have slain this creature. Our friend Olinthian has got 1 hit point.
That hurt.
You took 3 of those? Damn.
Well, I took 3 of them, and I'll look at my own wounds. Well, so I did.
I'm just going to go lay over. I'm going to prop myself up against that tree and just take a nap now.
I'm gonna pick up Olinthian's throat and be like, "You drop this," and just hand it back to you.
That's great. All right, so now, Olinthian, are you going to try and finish your...
Yeah. Every time I use my my coin to perform last rites on somebody, it gains a sliver of spiritual energy, which I can then use to heal a person for a number of times per character level.
Okay.
So let's see here. That would be 1 hit die of points, or grant a plus 1d bonus to any save. That's neat.
Hmm.
So I'm gonna try and heal myself for that first guy.
Okay.
Hey, that brings me up to 11. That's
Wow.
very nice.
All right.
And then I will go one by one, trying to heal the remainder of the ghosts.
I'll give it to you. 24 of them.
24.
Whoa.
So your little coin is supercharged right now.
Well, it can only hold one charge at a time, so I'm gonna
Oh, okay.
do one, do some healing, do one, do some healing, and so on.
Okay. Well, we'll say using that, you can fully heal the rest of the party.
Thank God.
Nice.
Okay. So the party's healed up. Whew. Shaken, but miraculously, everyone is still alive. I do want to point out that the thing that saved all of your lives was the fact that Cletus's swords did fire damage. So
He's got the glow.
he's got the glow.
Right.
Yes, that's actually what I was totally going to refer to at one point. Is he's
Absolutely.
the last dragon?
Got something real for your ass in these hands.
Yeah.
That's great. So, what's your next steps here?
Keegan's dead. Keegan's dead. Where are you?
I mean, is there any merit to finishing investigating this little sacrificial
I'll say
area?
at this point you feel decently confident that you've gathered all the information that you can at this time. You know it's here. You've got the symbol that was carved into the trees. And
It
there-
would have taken me a while to go through all 24 ghosts, so that would have also allowed time to
Yeah,
look around.
There wouldn't be merit in busting it up either.
you can if you want to. That's who knows.
I as an occultist, I feel like I probably should try to help with that. If other people are, I'll kick some stones and rocks and things out of that configuration.
Hell yeah, me too. I'm mad as hell, and I ain't gonna take it no more. Stupid cult nonsense.
Yeah. Maybe
You
while
say
he's,
you're
while he's sending his ghosts off, we can just smash some shit up.
Okay.
Bust them.
All right. So, the kind of the quickest route, or the easier route, will be to head over to Caer Dineval, and then from there follow the trade routes up to Caer Konig, and then after that you can make the final descent up Kelvin's Cairn to see if you can find Cletus's last hope. Is that the direction you all want to take?
Yes.
Yeah.
yeah.
Continue onwards.
Okay.
Not that I really want Cletus to have hope or anything, but
I'm just excited to get confirmation that he's dead, so that way we can harangue Cletus more.
And don't think that threat of a quivering palm deer taint is like just hot air. I will do it. I'll wash my hands thoroughly afterwards, but I will do it.
Okay.
Maybe I'll enlarge your hand so big it can't hit my taint.
I hate you so much.
So, as you're all traveling between this ritual site and Caer Dineval, what at first you think starts up as a meteor shower overhead. You see a couple small streaks, and then all of a sudden you see a very large shooting star. Like it leaves a trail of fire. It rumbles the ground underneath of you, and you see it streak way past, and then it ends up, looks like it impacts in the spine of the world, the mountain range to the south of 10 Towns. But other than that, your journey is uneventful.
Hey, Mama, do you happen to know anything about prophecy around a shooting star like that?
Do I know anything about prophecies around?
Well, you had that lore roll. Never mind. I thought you might have that lore roll. Like,
Oh no! I mean, I could do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was.
I was basically, that was me asking Chuck if I could roll it.
Yeah, go for it. I got what you're doing.
Okay. All right. So
Character backstory of Mama Purdy is like, I know everything about shooting stars.
let me tell you about shooting stars.
So you'll get, some information you can share is that shooting stars happen all the time, and it's just stars that fall out of the sky. They lose their attachment to above or something like that. But every now and then they hit the Earth, and that's called a meteorite. And these meteorites are rumored to have treasure, magical abilities, strange creatures, any of the above. The rumors go on and on. But sometimes you even heard rumors that they're, just huge lumps of iron that can be hauled off and sold for a pretty good chunk of money.
There's money up in them hills now. Just came down from the sky. Just saying. When they come down, lots of money up there. Where you go?
It's literally raining money. They said it was a lie. They were wrong.
It's rain and yen. Hallelujah. It's rain and yen.
Ooh.
Chuck, did you previously say that for some reason, and maybe I'm misremembering this, that the night there were no stars in the sky before, or am I misremembering that?
Generally, it's all overcast.
Okay.
So it would have been. Oh, that's a good point. So yeah, I'll say maybe you could look up and you could see little streaks of light above the clouds here and there. Not quite sure it was, but then one of them broke through the clouds and actually crashed. Yeah.
Into the ground.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if us killing that creature cleared the sky or something, because
No.
I was maybe okay.
It did not.
Good thinking.
We just stopped it from eating other people.
Yeah.
Might be aliens too. You ever think that? No? All right.
No, but you know what? I ain't never punched
What's
an
it-
alien before. That sounds like a good time.
Mama Purdy, tell me about aliens.
Mama Purdy's gonna go into a 5-minute diatribe about how the galaxy and the universe are ever expanding, and elsewhere in the universe are all these different planets, super intelligence and academic. But it sounds like this the whole time.
I don't
No.
like this. I don't
So-
like this.
It
I don't
lacks
think
credibility.
Abraham Lincoln was killed because he knew about aliens, Mama Purdy.
Yeah, he was. You don't know what you're talking about.
Again.
No, I think I heard about a guy who had a cousin who saw something like that. That sounds about right.
There you go.
I heard Abraham Lincoln was killed by a knoll covered in grass, a grassy knoll.
Yeah, man, that checks out, man. You can't trust a knoll. Man, they're the worst.
It's wrong on so many accounts. I love it.
It's wonderful.
I don't know what y'all are talking about, but I'm a little afraid. Are we gonna go get some money, or are we gonna go?
We're
We-
saving Keegan's father.
I mean,
Are
I'm
we
torn.
though?
Because
You
on
just
one
go
hand,
buy him another one.
We don't need to buy him another one, Mama. He's got one. He's right there. Gestures.
Man, I tell you what, I swear to God, we find another one of those things, I will hold you in front of it, let it chomp on you. I'll do it.
Y'all
said
must
that
not like
before.
Keegan, huh?
said that
This one gonna raise him. All right.
Let's go find his dead dad so we can get this all done and confirmed.
Let's go find his dead dad so Cletus can officially take over as father.
I'm gonna burn you in your sleep. Son of a bitch. Hate you so goddamn much.
You're such a good papa.
little kobold laughs so much he falls backwards into his own chair that's on his back.
Okay, so it looks like we're ignoring where that. Can we remember where we saw it?
Yeah.
Sure, I went ahead and marked it on the map.
cool.
Nice.
Okay.
Thank you, Chuck.
So when we find out that Keegan's father is indeed Cletus, we're going to get to the top of this mountain and Maury Povich is going to be there and he's going to let us know that Cletus is the father. And then
Hey, I said before and I'll say again, don't go putting the responsibility upon me when I ain't had no chance to have another fun that comes before it. God damn.
Cletus, even if he is alive, I would just yeetus him off that mountain for the fun of it at this point.
Jesus, what the hell is that?
Oh, you'll find out, buddy.
you'll find out. All right.
Yeetus Redding.
Cletus Yeetus. Good Lord.
I'm gonna write up my own my own D-die results for Yeetus.
It's a Yeetus die.
I need a Yeetus
That's it.
effect.
It's a Yeetus die.
When you said I need a Yeetus, I don't know if you went, I need a Yeetus.
That's it.
Yeah. Okay. Just checking. Just
So
checking.
you all make the rest of the trek to Caer Dineval. Now, Caer Dineval, it's a small settlement, very small. Doesn't have a wall around it. Just a kind of one street cutting through town with, a couple dozen houses and buildings sitting around it. The town gets its name on the eastern side here, and you can kind of see it on the map. Here's the town, and then it's actually based off of, this is actually kind of part of the town, that tower. It's actually an old castle, old fortification that was built there called the Caer. Now, there's not a lot of foot traffic when you make it to town. There is an old inn. An old tavern, I mean. There's no inn here in town. But you find an old tavern there if you want to stop and eat and drink a little bit before you head to the next stop, or you can hang out in town a little bit and ask things around. It's up to you.
I'm kind of confused, y'all, because I'm a kobold and I don't hear a lot, but one of the human things I hear all the time is that there ain't a care in the world. But here we are.
Fucking Christ, I'm playing with Adam Rose over here. That is totally an Adam pun.
Yes.
Came
can
out of his
confirm.
coma. I like that you never actually lost your ability to pun. You never lost it.
It's been here the entire time.
It's inside of him
It's
all
been
along.
inside of me the whole time. But we don't have an inn, we have a tavern.
I would like to ask around about Keegan's papa, while also
maybe,
saying
maybe he came through here on his
Yeah.
way today.
Sure. You start asking around. And there's
Been
a...
any expeditions lately?
You do hear that there was an expedition maybe a week or so ago that was traveling up to Kelvin's Cairn. Now, you give a description of Keegan's father. And you're like, oh, yeah, that's Garrett, I think is his name. Yeah, he came through with 3 other people. He said they were leading him on an expedition up the mountain. It was a week or so. We haven't seen him come back through. They probably would have stopped for supplies in Caer Konig before heading up the mountain. The outfitter store's up there.
Okay.
Why don't we go
All right.
ahead? Now, also, while you're kind of asking around, you do hear some rumors here and there of, the star that fell to the earth down to the south. And, some people are talking about putting together a small expedition to go out there and see if there's anything worth scrounging up.
Can Mama Purdy try to talk them out of that and spread a rumor that they're vicious, violent aliens from another world?
Yeah, go and
No
give me
one
a
should go there.
personality test.
Can I get Stark Raven drunk and just add to his story? Saying I saw it, just like a classic trailer park interview.
Okay. So
I done seen it.
I seen it.
I want you to give me a personality test, but I'll let you take a +2 bonus because Mama Purdy's already laid down the groundwork.
Oh, okay.
Little gray man. Oh, yay, big black eyes. Come for when you sleep. Yep. They got all these different probes they use.
I'll tell you, you two working together, you don't necessarily think you've been the most effective, but you can definitely tell you've shaken some people. You've given a little bit of pause. Like, I would have never even thought of strange little creatures coming out of the stars.
Yeah, they're these crazy little critters. Like, they look little tiny little bitty fur balls, but they can chew through you in a second.
Wow, there's a fucking movie right there.
They can get in your mind too. They just go in there and they take all them things and they take it away and they make time stop and such, and then you lose it and you're like, where am I? And like, I don't know. And suddenly you're back in your bed, but you're missing your toes or something, man. It's crazy.
They come
That's how my cousin Earl died.
So also, Hattie, while you're kind of asking around for rumors, you do pick up talk of something weird going on in Lonelywood, out in the forest by Lonelywood. You hear that there's a giant white moose that's been attacking loggers and trappers on site. All the best hunters in town can't catch or kill the thing. But if anyone's feeling up to some big game hunting,
Okay.
there's supposedly a giant white moose out in Lonelywood.
Hell,
Okay.
I ain't never punched a moose before.
I pass it around and say, hey, Cletus, want to go light a moose on fire?
Kind of do.
Okay, bring your son. Let's go.
Oh, God. Had to make it hurt, didn't you?
One moose, one papoose. Let's go.
You should have said one moose, one papoose, let's vamoose.
Oh shit, Chuck. That's better.
I like this. This is writer's room quality stuff. We're bouncing off of each other. I
That's right.
appreciate this.
Yeah, we need a B plot though.
Jeremy's still mad at me.
I'm gonna take all this anger. I'm gonna bottle it up. I'm just gonna bottle it up. I ain't gonna deal with it, and I'm just gonna let it explode at the appropriate time. Thank you for making me stronger. My hate will push me through.
You don't
You're
have
welcome.
key. He doesn't have key. He has golly gee.
My heart has so much hate in it.
My heart is full of so much hate. I think that's what that Mama Purdy song was about earlier.
Oh, the shakety shakety.
Shakety, shakety.
Shakety, shakety.
Nah. That was about a man I once loved. Yeah. Used to drink a lot. The only thing, you drink and then you'd shake some more.
This is wonderful.
Shame. He got kicked in the head by a cow and he ain't never been the same since.
Chuck, on a scale of like 0 to done with us, where are you right now?
I'm doing okay at the moment.
Okay, good.
Doing
I'm
okay
glad.
at the moment.
Mama Purdy, was he a knight? Because I thought you called him Sir Osis.
Oh my God.
I'm Birdie doesn't understand puns. They're too complicated.
All right. So anything else you want to do here in Caradenival? Now, you might ask about a place to stay the night. The old inn closed down a while ago. There just wasn't enough traffic coming through anymore. So anyone who's wanting to stay the night, Randall, the village elder here, the mayor, or whatever you call it, he lives up in the care, and he's opened it up. Travelers can come and stay the night there, but the villagers he's kind of weird and mean, and I wouldn't, but you could if you're desperate.
Let's
Do
do
it in a
it.
way he might eat us way, or
He's just a weird, crotchety old man who keeps some really awkward and uncomfortable company.
I don't think
We could make them awkward and uncomfortable.
Could.
Sounds like a plan. I never asked, are people weirded out that I'm a bugbear, or are they pretty okay with me?
Say they're pretty okay with it.
Okay.
This is,
You're like an obviously undead bugbear. It's kind of like a little column A, column B, I would imagine.
They're like, oh, hey, a bugbear. Get thee back, Satan.
I feel like after like 8 or 9 months of the sun not coming out, like they've seen some shit at this point.
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah, it's an undead bugbear. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah,
It's Tuesday.
I bet you bug barely register.
Doesn't bug him at
I'm
all.
not bugging the.
Yeah, I'm so glad I don't carry myself a revolver because I would consider some dark things around y'all.
So what kind of, why are they
I
awkward?
understand.
And
I
people.
understand, Cletus, that being a father softens you. Softens you on up.
Plus, you take less
Keep
risk.
talking. You
got
keep
new
talking.
responsibilities.
Just keep digging. Keep digging. You just wait. Someday you'll get what you earned.
You know, I can lay her to rest at any point.
That's great.
No, you can't. You can't lay me to rest.
I have an entire book full of rituals that can just lay the undead to rest.
Can't lay me to
Anytime.
rest.
So, Mama Purdy,
Did we just become best friends?
Yeah.
We did.
As soon as they start talking like that, I try to cast enlarge on myself.
Oh, come on. All right. We've got enough information. Wait, Mom Purdy, we're
Mama
going
Purdy.
to.
They're just like they got some weird religion they keep, and they all dress the same. They're always just watching you funny.
Okay. That sounds fine. Like, when you say they dress the same, do they dress nice?
Yeah, kind of like the same kind of like tracksuit and stuff.
Oh. Okay. All right. I say we go. This sounds like a good place.
Knock off Adidas with only 2 stripes,
Yeah.
fake gold chains.
I ain't got no money. I just got hooch, so I'm kind of desperate for, I'll stay wherever. That's actually true. I rolled for hooch instead of money.
Nice.
I spent all my money on snowshoes, so
Okay.
I just assume I don't need to eat. So
Okay. So are you heading to the castle?
yeah, I mean,
Okay.
I don't see why we shouldn't.
Yeah.
They say he's an angry old man. That's fine. I'm angry too.
Yeah,
Pretty unlikely that
we have
someone's
an
gonna
angry
out-
young man.
It's unlikely we're going to get out awkwarded by anybody. So
There's a lot of truth in that.
All right. So you all approach the castle. The main gate is, closed up. There's a small cord, you think, that attaches to a ringing bell. Who's giving it a pull?
Bugbear
I
raises
will.
her hand.
Okay.
Fair volunteer.
So yeah, you grab it. Ding, ding, ding. A few minutes later, young boy, maybe by the age of like 8 or so.
Hey, boy, you got parents?
No, my parents all died in the snow.
Cletus to be your poppy.
No,
I'm just kidding. I don't say that. I don't actually say that to him. I'm sorry.
And we'll save that for later once we get to know him.
Died in the snow, like to the elements or like something out there.
to the elements, I think. Something out there probably ate him, though.
Right. I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah. It happens out here. Anyway, my name's Kennel Boy, so come on in.
Did he just say his name was Cannibal?
Kennel Boy, not Cannibal. It's because that's what I do here. I look after the dogs in the kennel. So they told me
call
my
you
name
Ken?
could be Kennel Boy.
No.
Do we call you Ken?
I guess. I don't know why you do it, though.
Do you sign your name Ken L. Boy or what?
Listen, I ain't got no letters to me.
How would you feel about maybe being Cletus Boy?
Why would I want to do that?
Your new job, being Cletus's boy.
Could be your job.
Cletus's caravan of kids. Join the clutch.
I'm gonna
Just a
dip
big
your
sign.
ammunition in water and let it freeze over. And it might make things hard for me, but I will laugh when you die because your barrels won't fire.
Don't worry. I don't actually put bullets in my gun anyways. It's spirit ammo.
Damn it.
Foiled again.
I don't use a gun. I just enlarge myself and hit things.
Day.
I
Get
just
yours.
puke crows.
Yeah. All right. Kennaboy escorts you back up to the castle. And he heads inside. He's like, well, it's just me and, let's see. What's his name? It's Chuck forgetting, not the boy.
He's a castle man.
Just me and Mr. Seaver. Mr. Seaver. Well, then Mr. Seaver's guests, but they don't talk much.
Why not?
Well, they're a weird bunch.
They shy or they're just not capable?
I think they're shy, maybe.
Okay, that's all right then.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. They're just shy.
Now, we were told that there was some sort of funky religion here. Is that true, Kennaboy? We're best friends now. You can tell Mama Purdy anything.
I ain't never had a friend before, but then again, I also have never met someone quite as ugly as you, so I guess we're kind of even on new events for the day.
I like you. You cut straight to the heart of the matter.
All
It's
right.
true.
Yeah,
I'm a
they
very-
worship.
Okay.
They worship weird stuff and like weird fires and circles and things, and they dance around sometimes, and it doesn't look quite right, but you know, who am I to judge someone else's dancing ability? I'm going to show everyone a picture of the keep or the castle there, just so you get an idea.
They don't kill our people here, do they?
Not that I've ever seen. They ain't killed me, and that's what counts.
Fair point.
Wise.
Yeah. So y'all here to stay the night because the inn's closed?
Yeah.
That was, yeah.
Okay. Well, it's going to be time to eat here soon, so why don't you come on in? I'll go let Mr. Seaver know. And then we can get you fit up for the night in some rooms and get some food cooking. And the boy, he escorts you through the castle. And the castle is disrepair, cobwebs over everything. It's bitter cold inside. Pretty much it's just protection from the wind. But eventually he takes you into one of the kind of the inner chambers of the castle here. And it's very well heated. It's cluttered. It's dirty. There's a large kind of like dinner table across this room. And setting at one end is a wickedly old, kind of curled up human. Probably, if you could put a guess to it, at least 80 or 90 years old. Wrinkles everywhere. Looks like they've had a hard time out here in the cold throughout their entire life. They're missing a foot. They've got a prosthetic on there. They're missing some fingers, tip of their nose, their ears. These are injuries you typically see through frostbite over years of living out here in the cold. And the boy walks up to the old man. Now, Mr. Seaver, he yells really loud into this old man's ear. We got more company tonight, and they're going to be eating dinner with us. And Mr. Seaver doesn't respond at all. Just a couple of blinks, doesn't even turn their head. Just looks ahead, looking at a fire. Now, the fire's really going. It's nice and toasty warm in here. All right, Mr. Seaver. Glad we're in agreeance. I'll go start getting food ready. And Mr. Seaver, just a couple of blinks, just staring at the fire, no response. It's maybe 40, 50 minutes later. You're all trapped in this room. I say trapped, in this room. You're welcome to leave if you want to, I swear. With this old man who just stares at the fire.
I'd like to sit down in my chair and see if I sense something weird. This old guy seems odd to me.
Sure, go ahead.
Unless it's opposed, it's automatic, apparently. The
Okay.
Sixth Sense thing.
I'll let you Make your
channeling.
own. Oh yeah, you said it's automatic. Yeah. Okay. There's definitely some funky stuff going on in this castle. Nothing seems to be coming from the old man though. But you can kind of sense there's an aura here. Something otherworldly has kind of taken a foothold here. And it's as it gets closer to dinner, the boy brings out trays of poorly prepared food, fish that's been overcooked, turnips and taters and carrots that have just been mashed to all hell, water that's, partially frozen over, like there's chunks of it here, like maybe he just went and scooped it out of a trough outside or something like that. But he rings a little dinner bell, and 8 people all kind of filter into the room, and they all just give you all a death glare as they take their seats at the table. And the kennel boy, these people, they all start reaching for the food, but the kennel boy yells out, "Stop!" And you see all these strange people. Now, it's a mixture of races and genders, and but they all have one thing in common, and that's they're all wearing the same outfit. They're all wearing these really peculiar looking blue, almost just a hair bit shiny, reflective, like jackets that are zipped up. They've got white stripes down the arms. They've got matching white pants with stripes down the legs. And they've all got the same matching white shoes. And the kennel boy, "Stop! We gotta say grace." And so these weird people all give this kennel boy a strange look in his eye. And the kennel boy goes, "Good grub, good food, let's eat." And then dinner commences.
Before he says "good food, good grub, let's eat," I'll pull out my last rites ritual book and start looking for the appropriate prayer, and then let's put that away.
Yeah. Now, definitely Kai Jewel. These people all have some weird kind of funky aura about them. Something's off here.
Am I in a position safe enough to kind of whisper to the party, Like
sure,
a little bit of what I heard and felt.
They seem to be watching all of you really intently, but they're not making any effort to have any kind of conversation. They're just very much eating their food. It's just a task they have to complete. Now, if you all eat the food, it's wildly salty, overcooked mush, but it's, technically nourishment.
Almost eating the food.
All right.
Just takes a couple bites.
I'm gonna let mine sit for a second and make sure something weird doesn't come crawling out of it.
Okay.
I
Nothing.
don't
Need some
eat.
home cooking.
I actually don't eat because I'm undead.
Okay. So yeah, those of you who eat, it's kind of unpleasant, but nothing horrible happens from it. And you're all eating out of the same, plates and bowls and everything, serving bowls and whatnot, as everyone else. You even see the kennel boy pushes the old man up to the table and kind of slops some food on a plate in front of him. You see the old man actually, very shakily works a spoon and slowly eats. Most of the food gets on the old man's chin and shirt, but, there is some life there.
How shaky?
Not shaky.
Okay.
Yeah,
Are you a fellow musician?
I saw that, Jen. So, yeah. Anything y'all want to try and have a conversation? Now, Kaijul, you said you want to try and secretively have a conversation with some of your friends here.
Pretty much who's ever closest to kind of do a Shelley sold seashells by the seashore thing, pass it to each other,
Okay. So, give me a D6 roll.
Okay. All right.
5.
It's actually Hattie is sitting next to you. So you lean over and you whisper to Hattie. What do you whisper?
So, I did my chair channeling thing that you know I do, and something's real weird about this castle in general, but these people in particular. If you could kind of coyly, silently, as best you can, pass that to the next person. Something's up here, and it ain't right.
I would like to pass that on to the next person beside me. Do you want me to
Sure.
roll a d5?
I want you to. D6 is fine. D5 if you want to. If you roll a
Since there's
D6,
one
I'll
less
just
of
make
us.
you roll it over again.
I'll roll d5.
So that would be Olinthian is sitting next to you. What do you tell Olinthian?
Olinthian. So Kaijul is sitting in his special chair, as he tends to do. And he says that this castle is a little weird, but the people are even a little more off than the castle. If you could pass that on, I'd very much so appreciate it. Thank you kindly.
I will then attempt to pass it on discreetly.
Okay, I'll go ahead and roll it here. Oh, not there. Get out of here, mouse. That's going to be Mama Purdy.
I'm gonna say, watch your ass, Mama Purdy. These people are off.
Then Mama Purdy will say very loudly, "What do you mean these people are off?"
God bless you.
The
I'm suffering from 3 personality damage, so I can't think of anything to say in response to that.
with the sudden mention of Mama Purdy saying these people are off, all of the tracksuit members of the dinner party here stop eating. And they're all just kind of giving Mama Purdy a real odd look.
I say these people are off the chain with this food.
Give me a
Purdy.
personality test there, Kaijul.
Play that song.
Okay.
Shake, 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 shake.
Just distracting him, is that it?
Yeah, I say these people are off the chain with this food. You break in a song, and I'm like, and we like it.
They all look back and forth at each other. And one of them, who seems to be the leader, gives a nod. And they all get up and walk out of the room in single file.
I'd like to get up and follow them.
Seems like they didn't care for your song all that much.
Sure, you get up and you follow them out of the room.
Single file.
Single file. And we're 6 minutes from our 2-hour mark. And I
You have
think
a good
this
time with that now.
is a fantastic cliffhanger. And it's also a great time for me to go through and actually find out what the fuck's inside this castle.
Oh, were you
That's
not
what I was-
expecting us? Yeah.
I was wondering. I was like, Chuck is trying to make the best out of this crappy adventure. I'm loving it. I'm loving
Yeah,
what you're
I am
doing with
too.
it. Let me be fully clear. I know what source material you're working with, so
Yeah.
I know that this is like anemic at best.
Yeah.
Is that why you said trapped in this room? Because there's nothing outside of it that we know of?
Well, there's stuff outside of it. I figured saying people are weird there and you're all like, we got to rescue this boy's dad. I just figured you all would have just bypassed it.
But there's
Fair.
another boy here we can rescue.
Kennel Boy doesn't need rescuing.
He
Please can
doesn't know he
rescue
needs rescuing.
with his good fathering.
But
Anybody
Cletus-
that can be Keegan's dad.
Someday I'd like to watch Kennel Boy become a kennel man.
That's fantastic.
Same a goddamn orphanage.
My name is Kenneth L. Mann now.
Okay.
We're gonna start an orphanage and we're gonna call it Cletus's Home for Wayward Children. We take all of them.
I'll
Cletus
burn
is
that damn
carrying
place
kid
down.
camp.
I'll burn it.
By we mean Cletus.
Oh, you son of a bitch. I'm going to yeet your pistols into the lake if it weren't froze over.
That's fine. I can still bring him back.
God damn it.
I like the idea that you're constantly fighting with his guns and he's just like, poof, a new one. They're spectral, Cletus. I don't know what that means.
I don't know what these
I
words
don't
are.
understand what spectral means, but I know it pisses me off.
So
That could be an
probably
ongoing thing.
at the end of next session, At the end of next session, we'll probably level up there. What level is everyone? Level 1?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, at the end of next session, we'll go ahead and do a level up.
I think that means my D die gets a little bigger.
Yeah,
It
so
does. Yeah.
Oh,
Next-
hey Chuck.
Yeah.
I have something to tell you.
what?
I don't have a deed die. I assumed that I did because so much of my class is melee based.
Uh-huh.
I don't actually have deed dies.
Oh, well, we know for next time.
Yeah, so
Okay, shit happens.
I don't know what to pick because like I'm not I'm a warrior is closest to what I am, but I
What
don't.
are you,
so I
a
just-
Revenant?
yeah, Revenant. Like
I can
Tommy
look at
Knocker,
that
yeah.
class to. Oh, you're a Tommy Knocker.
Tommy Knocker specifically, but I think the benefit of the Tommy Knocker comes in the plus 1d size for my damage. So like I
And-
deal a 1d10 damage as opposed to a 1d8 damage.
And you
Yeah.
also take reduced damage too.
Do
Yeah.
I?
Check out that new class book. The new class
Yes.
stuff.
Yeah,
They're
They
super
changed
tough.
stuff. They
Wait,
changed
the
don't
one that-
read the class.
the one I
number.
linked.
Well,
the one I linked
let's
to-
sort out
Yeah.
these mechanics off stream.
Yeah, sorry.
But yeah, we can look over that and get it sorted out. Yeah, so we'll be back with this game in 2 weeks. Next week in this time slot, we'll be back at Spectaculars. This coming Friday, Defenders of Cobalt will be back for some of our evil 5th Ed campaign. And this Saturday is our Free League publishing game. We're going to be doing Forbidden Lands, 1 p.m. Central. You can also buy our zine. Let's go to Jeff. Jeff, what you got going this week?
So I think Friday earlier in the evening, before you all go on, we're trying out Those Dark Places for the first time, which is like kind of like a rules light, sort of like Alien, like rules light industrial sci-fi. So giving that a try. Saturday, I'm not sure if we're doing Meet Near Zero yet, and then Monday over on Free League Publishing, we're back to Vaesen. So
Cool. I'll be there for that Vaesen game. Yeah.
Yep.
Let's see, Jeremy. What's the Pludcast doing?
Just fuming with rage against everybody else here. But in real world, we recently just went over Hawk World. We've got another one coming up soon. PLEWD Pludcast. Good times.
All right.
I'll kill you all.
Jen and Friendon, why don't you two talk about the stuff you two have got going on? You're muted.
I guess I could start with the art and you finish with the game. Want to do
Sounds
that?
good. Yep.
Okay. So Jen and I are in 2 things together tomorrow. First is a Pokemon drawing stream where she describes Pokemon to me sight unseen because I don't know anything about Pokemon and I draw them. And that is what did we decide tomorrow? Noon? Is it tomorrow or is it 1? It's your
I can't
schedule.
remember. It's not. It can't be 1. So it'd have to be noon your time or 11 your time.
Oh, okay.
Whichever
So
you
sometime early tomorrow morning, we'll figure it out.
Central.
Central. And then we're doing something else together too.
Tomorrow
Yes.
night.
So tomorrow night we're going to be on Goodman Games channel doing X-Crawl, which is going to be super exciting. It's new X-Crawl material, so we're play testing it on the stream, and we're dressing up, and it's going to be top notch. I'm putting on makeup for the first time in a very long time. So
Me too.
There you go. And that's what we got. I ain't got shit else. Anyone got anything else they want to add? No? Okay. So, until we see you again, where's my mouse at? Until we see you again, start fires, do drugs, and wash your fucking hands. Deuces.
It's watching.
Where the fuck's the splash screen? There it is. Bye.